I really apologize if you hear my cat. He's just going to be purring and making noises because he will literally not stay out of this room for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to be this will just be a cycle of pictures of Ninjago and some art that's not mine and some of my own art of Ameythst and Zero, just because, and Ruby and Emerald, as they kind of just get in. Just to kind of change things up instead of normal Ninjago pictures, since this is a sub special, I will be adding my own OC in, so just a lot of just base work. But today I have the Q&A that I promised would come out this week. So I'm really excited because I got a ton of questions, a lot of trivia, which was really nice. So I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna put the comments on the screen instead of like trying to read them all, and I'll answer question by question. So question 1 is, who is Fenwick? Fenwick, oops, sorry, my fidget cube, is the he is basically the master writer of the Cloud Kingdom. I do not know if that is right, but I believe he is. He was the one who tricked the ninja into going into that huge monsters room and giving them thinking it was toys. Number 2, who is this? Brown short hair, wears glasses, red tie, red white shirt, and white jacket. Now I can't look any of this up. I don't know how I could look that one up anyways. What is a brown short hair, braids, glasses, red tie, white shirt, and light brown jacket? This is a dumb question. It's not any of the ninja. A light brown and a tie? Is that one of the creators? Danner, not Danner. Danner, jeez, why can't I remember the other? I don't know. Is it one of the creators who was in there? I can't remember. I think it is. The Hagen brothers. One of the Hagen brothers. Alright, question number 3. What does the red time blade do? Oh, dang it. That one freezes time. The red kind of means stop for me. And I believe I watched them, but I just didn't. I have to watch them again to really remember a lot of the events. Number 4. What's the name of episode 64? Okay, so here's what I figured. If every season ends on an episode with a 4 on it, because 74 I think was the last episode of Hands of Time. This would mean that's the last episode of season 6, which has to be, isn't it? It's either, I think it's The Way Back, and it's in 2 parts. I can't remember. I'm really bad at the numbers. I just kind of know what happens in each episode, and sometimes their names. Excuse you. What? What? Am I gonna kick you out? What does, isn't it Spark? What does Jay call his dragon? I think it's Spark. I'm just gonna take that as my guess. I think it's Spark, but I'm not gonna look any of it up. I'm actually gonna look it up afterwards, so you can kind of see my reaction to how well I did. Okay, the name of the master of nature, he's Bubalo? Is it Bubalo? I think so. I think that's it. Alright, so let's go do a quick Google search.
And see, we'll see what the answers are. Okay, so I'm not going to find the other person, so if you can go do that. I'm just going to do whatever I can on the Wikipedia to answer those, and I'm going to do a little speed up as I do this. Okay, Fenwick. There we go. I was right. He's in charge of bringing several destinies for Ninjago, Fenwick, Haven, Conding with it. Yep, he's the Cloud Kingdom person. That's what I thought. Oh, and guess what? There's a Ninjago ad on the Wikipedia, along with another ad that got in the way. Let's see. Alright. answer the second one for me in the comments, please. But I'm not gonna be able to find it. We'll see if they have it in here or not, if it got updated that fast. 10 blades. Okay, I think they can just give you, okay. Amber stone. That's their element. Amber and stone, because they stone in the sword. Okay, freezes time, leaving them mobilized. That was right. Yes, okay. Episode 64. Let's see if they give us. Not. Okay, I'll just look it up on Google. Ninjago episode 64. Yes, okay, it's way back. Okay, because I think it was either one or in 2 parts. I was kind of surprised. Okay, Jay's Dragon. Okay. Elemental dragons. No, not those. What the other ones? Okay. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, it's Wisp. That's an interesting name for a white dragon. Shard and Flame and what the other ones? Maybe you can guess. Okay. And Master of Nature. Okay, we'll just go to Elemental Masters. Actually, I have a list of the characters bookmarked, so we'll just end. Elemental Masters. Boogaloo. I was right. Yep.
I got those right to an extent, which is pretty cool. So I do not know the answer to the second one, unfortunately. But that's pretty much all I could not get right. So this one, the next one, I'm going to put them up instead of reading all of them. When did you find about the Book of Embers?
So, if you don't know what the Books of Ember are, it is this book series, and I'll put a picture up on the screen. It's a really, really good book series. Oh my god. About these people who have, I don't know if it's a civil war or just a war, whatever it happens to be. It's a war, and it's an atomic war, so they go into this like atomic winter, and I haven't read it in a while. It's such a good book series. Oh my god. But basically they go into this like I don't know if it's an atomic winter, but we know it's an atomic war because it pretty much just wipes out most of the human beings. So they have this plan set in place to preserve the human species and its current way of life, and they build a city underground. And they have a limited amount of supplies, and they're supposed to come back in a couple hundred years. They just have enough to live that much time. Now, there's a box with instructions that the mayor is supposed to have. The mayor loses these instructions, and they're running out of supplies, and they need to figure out, what they're going to do, because they're running out of supplies. So, they don't really know, and most of the new people do not know about the surface, and they've just been living their lives underground. So 2 people leave their cavernous city and go explore and find not what they really wanted to up there. And they bring, well, I guess I would spoil that. It takes place in a series, that main description takes place in about 3 books, and then there's another one it's like a prequel, but it's the 3rd book in the series, so you have to read the 3rd book before you can get to the next part. But I really do suggest it if you like to read. It is you haven't read that, I would consider that a classic series. We read that in 4th grade, I just love that, so if you haven't read that already, I do suggest you do. I found about it, though, in 4th grade, like I said. I was reading, my teacher was reading it to us, and everyone else was like, oh, I want to finish the book series. Some of us did, some of us didn't. I got it kind of at the end of the year, but it was, because everyone was trying to get to it, but I was just like, such a good series. Okay, and, how and why did I make Ameythst the way Ameythst is? Okay, so this Ameythst has had a couple of little mess-ups she's had some hiccups in her design for a while. Originally, a friend drew out this picture for me. Well, she did a base. And Amethyst's hair was a light color. The profile picture is my actual hair color. So the Ameythst that is on the profile picture, that is about my hair color. I think it's a little darker. I think I can zoom in on this. Hold on.
And my profile picture's in here. Nope, I want to move over. Okay. It's a... No, actually, that's about right. Aquamarine knows what I look like, so she knows what my hair color looks like. So that's about my real hair color of the current profile picture, whatever picture you're going to see. That's basically me as a Lego person. And the amethyst that you've been seeing throughout this video, or in the beginning, or whatever, however the pictures ended up getting distributed, that is my book series Ameythst. So that is the amethyst, not me, the amethyst for my series. She, if you're asking about her specifically, she originally had this design. I was not given this OC. I wasn't designed, I was given this to me. Someone designed her for me because in the Google Plus community, a lot of our friends like My Little Pony, so she was like, oh, you can have My Little Pony and you can have both of them, and there's her as a actual person, as an equestria girl, which is kind of what you've been seeing around, because I think they're just great people faces. Anyway, she gave me that. And I was like, okay, I'll deal with it. What my plan was to just kind of deal with it and go with it and say it was cool. But I just got tired of her not looking the way that she should. She should not have pure white skin, or even just in equestria girls. It was kind of weird. And for me, just personally, and the hair color, it's a great OC if you're gonna turn her into something else, but not Ameythst. So I decided, okay, let's just change her, let's do a redesign on her, and I got this, and then I did another redesign, which is the next picture. I got that, and kind of what you've been seeing around, with the little curl in her hair, because my hair actually does that, and it fills in this odd empty space in her hair. And Ameythst kind of gets an updated look. I have 2 looks for her, and actually before it did not have the ring on it because Ameythst was not married to Zira in the books yet, and well, she technically isn't, but there's a roleplay I do, and the series of events is pretty much official, but I mean they're pretty much married. The book's over. The book that decides is pretty much over. And I probably will do a scene in Zira's book about that anyway, so. Alright, so I think I went on about Ameythst long enough and the little drama that happened with that. And the last, I have 2, I think, and if I missed your question, please let me know. I will answer it for you directly, because I can't change this anymore. This next one is, besides saying, well, this video was good, thank you. Can you answer this question? Who knows how to make the best jokes and loves Nia? A. J, B. Cole, C. Kai, and D. Lloyd. That's obviously J. That was a simple trivia question, but still good. Because, I mean, you could say Cole if we were stuck in season 3 time, you could say Cole, or J for that, so, good question. J is the answer. Alright, now we have the last one. Last 6. When Lloyd gets a girlfriend, which is confirmed to happen, who would it be, and tell us why? Alright, I have a couple of opinions on this, actually. And that is, well, if we're going to stick with existing characters, I do not want it to be Skylar. I do not want it to be Nia, obviously, but I think there's a part in hand of time that is confirming Jane and Nia forever. But I would really like to see, if we have to have an existing character, one of the Elemental Masters come in, and one of the girl Elemental Masters come back and need help, and then falls in love and things like that, or something cute like that. But I would preferably it be a new character. It'd be kind of cool if it was the new Samurai X was a girl and then revealed herself and then they fell in love. That'd be kind of cute. Or just a new character in general with maybe a new power, like magic or something. Just something different. Someone who could really, like, lead with Lloyd and not just make Lloyd the main leader. I think that would be pretty cool. Especially to get another girl in the series would be awesome. So, that's my opinion on that. What got you into liking Ninjago? Alright, I have answered this question a million times, but I don't think everyone has totally got the answer every time. And I will tell the same story every time. So if you've heard this story before, feel free to skip ahead. I got into Ninjago when I had a friend, and I was reading this book series, Diary of a 6th Grade Ninja. It's actually a really good book series. I stopped reading it just because when it was on Kindle and I couldn't take my Kindle into school. We read most of the books over the summer. And 2, it did get a little repetitive, but I liked a lot of the Lego stuff at the time, especially the Lego movie when that wasn't out yet. Well, no, it was. I had seen it, and I was actually, so I was like, well, I like Legos and I like ninjas, so, you know, if you have Lego Ninja stuff, you can, you know, if they make that stuff. I wasn't really totally acquainted with the series, and my friend gets me Kai's Fire Mech, the little tiny set, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And so I don't know if she expected me to go watch the whole series overnight, but I went away for Christmas for like 2 or 3 days at my grandparents' house, and I come back, and we had to hang out like just around like after Christmas time, and I said, oh, well, let's play the Legos, and I'm like, okay, and you know, because it was a while ago, and they were like, they took a character that looked kind of like Nia. I've actually borrowed that character's hair for Nia, it's her hair, and they were like, oh, Kai, it's your sister Nia, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know you. You know what I mean? You know, now I would have been like, what? So obviously, I had no idea what she was talking about. I did not know who Kai or Nia were. I just liked the cool figure and the mech. And she told me to watch the series. I don't know if we immediately went and watched it together, or I can't remember exactly. I just remember sitting in this like makeshift house we had put together, and they were just walking around, and she either explained the whole thing to me, or we went and watched it or something. I can't remember. I didn't have my black at this time. Did I have black? Okay, so we probably went to PC and watched a bunch of episodes. I can't remember. And then she ended up going into liking Chima more than Ninjago. But once I saw an episode, I was pretty much hooked. I watched as much as I could. I went to the library and I binged the first 2 seasons on DVD. Now I have all first 2 seasons on DVD, and that was around the time that Rebooted was coming out, so we kind of, one of the things we did was watch before she moved, we watched season 5 together. But we, I think it was the finale. I think we were watching Cursed World Part 1 or Part 2. I was like, why is School of Ghosts? And she's like, have you been watching this season? No, I only saw season 4. So I didn't see season. I never actually, until I went on YouTube and binged it, I hadn't seen the whole season. But anyway, that's how I got in. My friend got me a Lego set, and yeah. All right. Okay, what season is your favorite, and which is your least favorite? All right, I have tied for 2 favorites. Season 1 and 2 are my most favorite seasons. Obviously, they're the first ones I saw. But also that I think they have the best plot line, they have the best story, and remember, we're only supposed to go to season 2. So I think it's the best developed of all of them, obviously, because you know what you're going to bring next. You're just going to finish the season, and then that's what you bring it. Season 3 is my least favorite, because it is just so unorganized. I can't keep an order of the events, and there's tons of things that I just don't really, understand, about it, and there's times that people will, I can remember pretty much the first 2 episodes and basically what happens. The ninja are teaching in a school, and Cyrus breaks them, and he's going to give them a statue, but he wants them to break it, because there's the Technoblade's in there. And so they go and meet him, and they get the statue, and they break it, and they realize they probably shouldn't have broken it in the elevator, because the alarms go off. And so basically they go on an elevator, and Zane hacks into a security plane thingy, and saves the friends from this falling elevator, and the elevator blows up on a bunch of guards, and they're just like, I'm bored. I'm like, me too. And then the elevator blows up. I like that scene. And they basically fly back to where everyone else is, along with Nia and some of the school children, trying to get out of this machine thing, and Pixel like goes evil or something. And Zane falls in love with Pixel like right there and then, you know. And sorry. But anywho, where was I? And then I don't know if it's that episode or next episode, but they fly to Garmadon's temple, or his, I don't know if it's a school or a temple thing, but it's a thingy, and he teaches in it. Excuse me. It's the morning. And he teaches in it, and basically he goes and he gives them a lesson on how to beat your enemies without actually like attacking them, and using countering, using a block move to damage your enemy, like when Lloyd runs into that pole. And also my favorite gif of now, when Jay gets smacked on the head with a wooden stick because he's talking to Cole during the lesson. Anyway, that's all I can remember of like season 3. I mean, I know they go into the Temple of Light and they get their powers back, and then Lloyd gives them their powers, and then there's so much more that happens. And then they go into space for some reason, and I know they defeat the Overlord and Zane dies, but that's just all I really can remember. So, I think that's why it's my least favorite, because I just can't remember any of it. You were on a deserted island. What 3 things have you brought with you? Okay, first of all, I brought my phone. Hopefully it works. At least I can have some sort of contact, and I can try and talk to people, but I will not be on my social media, whatever. I've brought like a sustainable amount of potatoes, because you can easily cook potatoes under a fire. Because I just cut up and cook potatoes. You can make a knife out of pretty much anything. So I might make a spear and a knife out of wood and something, and just cut these potatoes up, and it's brought enough potatoes to last me like a long time. And there you go. I have my potatoes. I'm going to survive. And what I'll do is I will plant some of these potatoes and make more potatoes. And I have a sustainable source of water, because obviously it's a deserted island, so there's not obviously a lake in the middle of this island, and obviously you can't drink seawater. So I have a sustainable source of, bottled water, or maybe I have like canteens full of like just good water that I can make, and I will survive until my phone works and I get cell service, and I can text and call people. Get off the island. Find somebody. Though they can if you're close enough to a tower. So who knows? They can find you. The zombie apocalypse has begun. Choose 3 items that you would take to fight them off. Of course, a gun. Obviously going to need a gun. I'm gonna be a little sneaky here. I'm gonna take a backpack with food and water in it. So, backpack with food and water. Kind of just all smushed in one thing. And also, probably, I don't know, I might like get some sort of like flamethrower or something I can throw like flames with. Set them on fire, and then they can do anything, and then I shoot them and they die because they are zombies. So I don't know, and I'd probably hide in Walmart or something. As long as there's no zombies in Walmart, I could hide in Walmart and go to other stores and like just judge from store to store eating stuff. My friends will love We can just eat the stuff in the stores. No one's gonna care. Alright, and the last one. What would you do if your OC had been captured by... I did a poll on my Google Plus, and Moro won. So, if Ameythst has been captured by Moro. Alright, alright, so I am Ameythst in this situation we're talking about. The one with darker colored hair. She is stuck with Moro. Well, first of all, she kind of likes Moro, like, as a villain. She's like, he's a cool villain. So maybe she might slide talk him into something. You know, like, hey, you know, I'll give you some information about the ninja if you let me go. You know, Moro, on the other hand, is just like, ooh, you will, you know, because Moro's that kind of naive, not really knowing kind of villain. Like, he just doesn't know, I guess. I can see him, like, falling for it. Let me go. And I'll tell you where the base is. And he'll say, well, tell me. And I'll let you go. And so she gives him a fake place. Probably like Temple of, like, I don't know if Fortitude. Temple of Fortitude is still around. You could send him to Temple of Fortitude. It's a pretty good place for a ninja hideout. Or, you know, send him to a place that wouldn't actually work. She gets free in the end. Now, if that doesn't work, she will fight him. You know, however she gets free. If they tie her hands up, she just RX hands and move it enough and saw the rope away. So she'll get her hands free. She can untie her legs or undo any, you know, blindfolds or whatever that are on her. And she has wind just like Moro does, so she is kind of at an advantage because she knows Spinjitzu, Airjitsu, RX, Earth, and Air. So she kind of can fight pretty well, along with a couple of, like, other things that not necessarily come from Ninjago, but, you know, just, like, other general fighting moves from people she knows. And she can, you know, pretty much just, you know, they would have a battle. If she died, she died. You know, it's just like, I think I liked the first scenario better, but I guess you'll see. Alright, so I think that was all of the questions that I have. I will look. Yep, I cleared out my home screen. So this video is gonna, I apologize if this is still long after, like, a ton of editing, but it's gonna be long because I have a lot of questions to answer, and yeah. So thank you to everyone who sent in questions. It was really nice of you. I was really excited to get questions. I don't usually get questions, so thank you so much for questions. Kind of gives me faith I can do it on any of my other channels and still get questions. So I actually did not post about it on my Google Post at all, so I got a really good amount of questions here. So thank you to everyone who sent in questions. And if you liked this video and I did not get your question answered, please leave me a comment. If you like this video, please leave a like. And I want to thank you guys. Are we at way past 200, I think? I think this is, or 300. Oh my god, I don't even know anymore. I've been trying to keep up with my OPS channel, and I have a live sub count for each channel. Let's find out. How many are we at currently? When I recorded this video, we were at, oh geez, 400? Oh geez, how fast. So we were at 413 subscribers, so this is kind of like making up for all the subscriber specials I have missed. We'll just call it 400. I'm gonna try and do one at every 500 subscribers, so next I'll do another one for 500, just kind of keep it going. And then at 1,000 and whatever, you know, at 1,000, at 1,500. Hopefully that's what I'll do. They will probably mostly be Q&As because those are the easiest and they're kind of fun. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I did not ramble on too much, and I hope I can cut a lot of this out. And I also hope you enjoyed some of the pictures that are going by. Some of the art is not mine. They're pictures I found on Google Plus, or pictures people have made for me, or whatever. So I do not own some of the rights to those, along with the images, Ninjago images. thank you for watching. Thank you for 413 subscribers. And thank you, and thank you, and thank you for everything. See you in another video. Bye!